Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk on sanitation and hygiene. After a shit hits the fan situation, I think I've talked about it somewhat, but really, you need to have people. You need a three-man militia in this, and would know and understand how to make it work under whatever conditions that you're in. I'm surprised that there's so many people that they get in a rut of the way they maintain themselves, and when they're taken out of their environment, they're not always capable of doing things the way that they're used to. And when it's a bad situation and you are not maintained properly, you will have some kind of sickness or health problems. I know one of the things, and I don't quite understand it other than it was the environment, was in Vietnam we had what they called jungle rot. And what that was is you get a little cut, just a little cut, it'll get infected. And like I say, I'm Oklahoma, Kansas area, so living in the jungle, that brought lots of new experiences for me. And I say I lived in the jungle for 13 months. I slept out there, and so my whole time was there. So I had different things I had to learn and cope with that I normally don't. Like I say, jungle rot was one of the big ones that, like I say, it happened. Just a slight little cut, no big deal, and it would, like I say, it would get infected. Now, I don't know if we had access to soap and water all the time, if that would have not been a problem. I don't know. Like I say, I was young, I was doing what I was told, and no one told me what to do so this didn't happen, because we all had that. And along with jock itch, of course, you because like I say, we didn't take baths and stuff like that, so there was lots of things that we got. And the thing was, once it got bad enough, then we would be helicoptered back to the rear, where they would doctor us up, and then we'd be back in the jungle again. So maybe a day or two out of the jungle. But like I say, it's going to have to get bad before they let you get out. So the corpsman would do his magic stuff, and just keep you going. But like I say, you would keep this, whatever it was that you had, for a period of time to get rid of it. I mean, there was things like simple coughs. That's another thing I couldn't get over is, and I don't have the answer to it, is like I say, so many people would catch colds. I mean, we're talking about 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old young men Why are they getting sick? You know what I mean? So, but we had a lot of that. And then again, but like I say, I don't know if it's jungle environment or what it is that makes this stuff happen. But a lot of this stuff is taken care of, like I say, through good hygiene. And like I say, we were living in the jungle. So, and I never thought that much about it. I mentioned stories about when I first got to Vietnam. The first thing that I did when I first got there, my job was to burn shit. And I've talked about that in my series, Crappy Vietnam War Stories. But that was a way of sanitizing. Sanitation. I was taught as a young man in the Boy Scouts, is like I say, we'd dig a hole and a little small trench, and we'd go poop in that. But like I say, when I was in the Marines, we didn't do that, and I thought that was odd. But then again, we moved from hill to hill and hill to hill, and anytime we had places that we would be staying for any period of time, we would have the shit burning stuff, and so we never did dig the holes that I can remember anyway. And so it was really odd. But now, like I say, on the militia stuff, we're mainly I'm gonna have to get into that too one of these days, about a militia moving out of their area. But like I say, because I'm not really good at doing that. Militia is really designed to stay in their own home area. But anyway, your sanitation will have to change in your own home area once you lose the running water. Now for us, we're out in the country, and so we have septic tanks and we have stuff. So how disposal of waste is not a problem for us. Now in the city, I'm not sure how they're going to do that. Now down here, and I think this is one of the things that makes it a third world country. Now I may be wrong. This is just what I've heard. But the way the disposal works is that when you flush your toilet, the stuff goes down, and there's pumps that kind of lead it or keep it going to when it gets to the place where they take care of all the poop. Now, in third world countries, they don't have that. That's one thing I've noticed. In the United States, you go around, you see these big round places where I forgot what they call them, but that's where they take care of all the waste. And in third world countries, I've noticed they don't have these. And so I really don't know where all that waste goes, other than the waterways, because I do notice all the waterways down here are really nasty. I went what is it called, whitewater rafting here in Guatemala, and somewhere or another, we're doing our thing and we're having a lot of fun. Somewhere or another, I hit my finger, and it put a little cut on it, and it was no big deal. And then we had our fun, we did our thing, and then after it was all over, we were in the car and we were coming back. And by the time we got back here, which would be less than 2 hours, my finger was infected. the infection got in me that fast, and I had to take medication. I had to take antibiotics. I had to take a shot. I mean, it went that fast, and I don't understand how that worked either. Now, if I would have cleaned, soap and water, the wound afterwards and got out of the water, maybe it wouldn't have happened. But like I say, it did. I was talking to a guy was from either Australia or New Zealand that came up. He went down the southern part of South America and was working his way up. And he was on the Amazon. And he was in their dugout little canoe things and going down the river there. And it got hot, and he took some water and he splashed it up on his face and, cooled himself down and stuff like that. And 3 days later, he woke up in the hospital. So he got something out of that. So, and like I say, I know and understand all this is in the tropical environment. But what I'm saying is sanitation and taking care of yourself is something that you're probably going to have to be taught after a shit hits the fan situation. So there's going to need to be a team that's going to be that's going to have the knowledge on what to do when you don't have that running water. We already talked about a team that's going to be making sure that you will know how to get clean water, teach you how to filter your water, or get the filtered water to you or something like that. That's going to be their job. But like I say, you're going to have somebody that's going to teach you how to do all that stuff. I've already talked about using a bottle of water, because that's what I do down here. Not so much here, but when I'm traveling on the road, I'll use a bottle of water to brush my teeth and clean myself up, stuff like that. So because like I say, you don't know what kind of water you're messing with. And right back to I have to stay healthy and fit, because if I don't, I'm probably not going to get the proper medical care to keep me going. So, and it'll be the same thing after anytime there's a shit at the fan type situation. And especially now, if you're in your own home area, you'll be able to learn and be easier. And like I say, that'll be nice to have this three-man team that will help you do what you need to stay clean. And but like I say, when you're traveling on the road, because you may be going in different environments, and I say there's man, you can come up down, you can go run around down here and find yourself in a cholera place, a yellow fever. There's no telling what you're going to find yourself into. So you better have good personal hygiene habits and knowledge, so then you don't get weird stuff. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring it to your attention. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.